Hello, and welcome back to Harlan is in Danger. I am your host, Mitch, and today I'm joined, as always, with my good friend and co-host, Tom.
Hello, I'm also here. Welcome back. This is a
Welcome back.
very short, quick, sweet update because we are finally coming back, even though I think we've said this on like 3 videos now. Peek behind the curtain. For the last 6 months, we've been recording videos here and there, very inconsistently, um, going through the Scarlet Keys and starting our next campaign a little bit as well. Um, yeah, they're going to start coming out next week.
Yeah,
Oh no,
so it
this
was,
week. This week.
yeah, this week on Thursday, you should get another episode from us. It's been a while because you got married in that time span, which is probably like the fifth time we've said this.
Honestly.
I guess because, when we started playing the campaign, I don't think we thought that we would do a welcome back episode. So it was like, wait, what does everybody know? YouTube time is a whole nother dimension. So
It is. Yeah,
apologies in advance, but this is
it
the definitive welcome back.
this is the definitive welcome back. This is our final welcome back and your first welcome back, so that it takes precedence. All other welcome backs are fake and should be ignored, just ignored, yeah.
Um,
The other reason we're doing this video is because we are doing something new that you and I have been talking about for a very long time, but we realized this is like a week before this video comes out that we have never explained what this is to anyone on the channel. And that's for the Scarlet Keys. We are breaking everything up into mythos packs. And I'm going to just go ahead and jump to the next slide so we can kind of briefly go over what that looks like. Oh, I actually have to click on it. There we go.
yeah, so for those of you who maybe are newer to the game or are just less familiar with it, or just as a reminder, the Arkham Horror the card game used to release in Mythos packs, which is you would buy like a deluxe box which had 2 scenarios in it and a bunch of player cards and then your new investigators. And then you would buy those packs, and each pack would be released monthly, and they would give you new player cards and a new scenario to play. But since they switched to this other release model where everything is packed into a box, it's great, mighty convenient, but it kind of loses something, especially when you're talking about progression challenge. So since we are doing progression challenge, where you play a scenario, you get pack one at a time, that's that slow drip feed of cards, we're applying that same concept to all of the expansions that have been released in the new model. So that's at this time the Scarlet Keys, Feast of Hemlock Vale, and Edge of the Earth. Um, so this one's for Scarlet Keys. We've mythos-packized the crap out of it.
And yeah, it's honestly, this is probably the most complicated one we could start with. So thanks, Progression Challenge, for taking us here first. The way we're breaking this up is we get to open a new pack every time we hit one of the status reports in Scarlet Keys. I looked around for a calendar that had like little alphanumerics. I couldn't find it anywhere, and I just put this together this morning. So we're just gonna go with that. But basically, so on Thursday, this Thursday, you're going to see our kind of like we're lumping our Mythos Pack Eyes Scarlet Keys packs together, opening those up together with our card reviews. So on Thursday, you'll see us opening the deluxe box. We don't talk about the investigators, but in that there will be 5 customizables, 21 other player cards, and we talk about the 5 weaknesses as well. And then the following Thursday, you'll see us open the next pack, which is corresponds to status report alpha in the campaign, and that's going to have 5 customizables and 11 other player cards as well. And so on and so forth. As we hit each status report, we're opening a new one. This isn't going to directly line up with how we're playing the campaign. It just didn't. It ended up being a little bit too complicated to trace it that way because we were opening 2 packs at like the same time, a couple different times in the scenario, or throughout the campaign. But yeah, this will give you a basic idea of where we were at in the card pool whenever we were playing these challenges.
Yeah. One thing we discovered through playing Scarlet Keys is that it's not very friendly to playing virtually, nor is it very friendly to playing like as a performance, because there's so much reading and there's so much complexity that happens outside of just the individual scenarios. So apologies in advance if sometimes like we were off base because we'd sit down to record and there was a number of instances where it's like, wait a minute, has everybody seen the Mythos Pack episode of this, or like forgetting like which cards were in which one? Um, this one and like I think we can say from experience because we already did spoilers the Edge of the Earth cards. We mythos-packized that and that seemed to go fine, and that has a fairly linear progression in the campaign. But
Mm-hmm.
Scarlet Keys is like a whole web of different directions. So we did our best. It's still a nifty idea, but if it's a little rough around the edges, then that's to be expected. And if you are playing Progression Challenge with us, we recommend you do it, and then you can kind of keep track of like which cards you would or
Yeah.
would not have access to.
Yeah. And
Which kind of brings back some of that flavor of the
yeah.
previous release model.
Yeah, I will say, like, the last thing I'll say is that we did enjoy playing it this way. I think we made a couple mistakes. I think I had, like, String of Curses or something in my deck starting out, and that shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
It's fine. But, like, it was very enjoyable to open a pack and be like, ooh, I kind of want to play with these cards. And we were trying to do,
Mm-hmm.
like, the reviews kind of more or less in tandem with us playing the campaign. So it was fun to, like, be like, ooh, I could play with this card now. That's exciting. Um, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, that part was cool. You could sort of set aside which ones you were going to get when, and then plan for that a little bit.
yeah,
We also, it's probably worth mentioning that the customizable cards we dispersed over a couple different packs. They're all fairly early on,
yeah.
but we didn't just put them all in the deluxe box. I can't remember our thinking for that. I feel like wasn't that just because they are. Oh, there's a lot of
Because yeah, it was
level zero cards,
it's
isn't there?
because there's a lot of level 0 cards and the customizables you
Yeah,
can actually still purchase with experience. So we wanted to prioritize getting
yeah,
level 0 cards in the first couple of packs, and then yeah.
yeah.
Anyway, we
Yeah,
won't
we
keep
did
too
our
much.
best to kind of replicate the sort of release model that they typically use
Yeah,
for, yeah.
and I think we're starting to get into our conversations that we have in these mythos-packizing videos. So I think we should probably just call it there and say, hey, we're back. Look forward to watching some of these videos, starting with the one on Thursday, and gameplay videos will start up next Tuesday. But until then,
It's a